Hello everyone and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another A Legend of the Five Rings tournament from 401 Games in Vaughan, Ontario. Brought to you by these awesome supporters of the channel who donate on patreon.com. In this match we have Ryan playing the Crab Clan and Lynn playing the Crane Clan. This is from a Way of the Rings casual tournament. Have one more video coming up after this. If you haven't watched the previous ones, go check them out on the channel under a playlist at Rob's Gaming Table on YouTube. And if you want to see more L5R, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're new here. All right, so it looks like the Crane player Lynn is going first. Let's see who he brings out here. Looks like a Doji Challenger. Not too shabby for a first turn character. And we have a Crab Weenie there. What's his name? That is a Hida Guardian. And then we have a Doji Whisperer. Followed up by a Vanguard Warrior on the other side for Crab. 2 Fate on the Doji Challenger. Nothing so far on the Crab characters. But he's going very cheap, very low cost. Neither of them played their clan champs, but we do see them both turning up there. And we see a sneaky favorable ground on the Crab side of things. So it looks like it was a 5 bid on the Crane side, 4 on the Crab side. 1 honor switching sides over to the Crab player there.
I'll pass for conflicts.
Military water on Casada?
Sure.
So military water with the Doji Challenger, of course, going for the province there where the clan champ Hida Casada is. And since there's no fate on the characters on the Crab side, he's looking to battle them using the water ring most likely. Looks like the Guardian trying to defend. And a charge to bring in Hida Casada. Get him in for cheap. And also able to cancel the ability off of the Doji Challenger. If they remember here. I know I always forget the ability on Hida Casada. And I know Ryan has done it too in the game we played of this tournament. We're both pretty bad with that. So let's see if they remember here.
We should probably do that too.
Yeah.
It's a fertile
So
field.
Fertile Fields is the province. So some card draw there for the Crab player if he chooses to take it.
Sure.
And now all 3 Crab characters are in the conflict.
Okay, my action.
Or maybe not. I think the Doji Challenger pulled him in, but that was canceled, I guess. And the Mountains does not fall, so the clan champ there, Hida Casada, will stay standing if he wins as a defender, I believe. Yeah, until end of the phase, this character does not bow as a result of conflict resolution while defending, so he doesn't even have to win. It's just on defense, though, but pretty huge. So it looks like the Crab player, or the Crane player, sorry, Lynn on the right is taking a more aggressive approach here. And the Crab are doing what Crab do, playing a little defensively here.
Oh, sorry. I'll draw a card. I apologize.
And we do have a card drawn off Fertile Fields.
Free conflict?
3 conflicts. I'll pass 3 conflicts.
Pass also.
So we see the Water Ring was won on defense. Over to the Crab player for his conflict. So only has a Doji Whisperer staring at him across the board, so he can take full advantage with his clan champ there and go smashing through some provinces. And of course he's going to go after the province where the clan champ is on the opposite side of the board. And it looks like Political Void. Doji Whisperer is defending. Province not revealed yet. They seem to be a little slow with that.
Yeah.
Manicured Garden looking to gain some fates, which he does. So defends with the Whisperer. Triggers Manicured Garden as the first action on defense. Over to the Crab player.
Currently, you are 3 political power to my 1. I'm sorry, are you still defending?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I would.
You will defend? Alright.
Oh, he must have grabbed the Fate actually off of the reveal of the Air province, I believe. He hasn't done Manicured Gardens yet. Sorry, I thought he was. He did grab a Fate, but I believe it was just for revealing an Air province.
Okay.
So it looks like successfully defended. So the Void taking on defense. So a couple conflicts now, won by the defenders.
Yeah. Get your face.
And yeah, he did forget Manicured Garden, so he is going to take it.
Camera.
Turn off the camera.
Yes, please.
They're making jokes about being filmed, and it's the pressure of the camera, obviously. But I do appreciate these guys playing on camera, of course. So it'll be easy on them.
Oh, it does too.
This is one of the intro tournaments
Somebody else out to get it.
for the game, so everyone's still pretty new.
So I won't actually use it.
You won't use it. That's right. If I go back there, you'll use it.
No pre-conflict action.
So he's actually not using Manicured Garden. He's going to leave it. So he wants to just leave it there and maybe trigger it if the crab player goes there again.
Yours?
I will pass.
Okay, I'll do a declaration.
And now I think we have the crab player doing his second conflict here. So no second conflict from the crane player who went first. He's passed on that. So this will be the last conflict of the phase. And we do have a fire going in on the Manicured Garden. Military.
Ability is now turned off. I lost the last one.
Okay. No defense.
No defense. Defender's first action.
Manicure.
Sure will.
So now, the clan champ, would he not cancel the Manicured Garden there on the first conflict? That is my question. Let me read his text here. Hida Casada, when you have not lost a conflict this phase. Oh, he's already lost a conflict. Never mind.
Sure.
Never mind. He lost that one on defense over there. Well,
Ring goes back.
he lost his last one offensively. That Void Ring conflict. So scratch that.
Last action window.
So it cancels the first effects of the first action ability your opponent triggers from a card during each conflict.
Alright, so favor stays where it is. Put mine on there. Fate phase action window.
So nobody getting the favor. They're tying on rings.
Sorry, did you have fate phase action?
No.
Regroup.
So tie on glory, tie on rings, whatever, and no favor goes on either side. And all we have left is Hida Casada, who sticks around from the yeah, what did he stick around from? Yeah, I missed that. Did he have an Iron Mines on him?
Good for next turn?
Did he have an Iron Mines or
Alright.
did he use a what's it called?
Um,
I'm blanking. The attachment that keeps him in play.
Fate, I think you are as well.
A reprieve. A reprieve is what I'm trying to say. I looked down for a second, may have missed that, but you guys, I'm sure, caught it. There we see an Iron Mine, though, in the Crabs province.
And that's mine now.
So another way to keep Hida Casada around for another turn. Unless the Crane player can get in there and smash that province and force the discard.
Guardian with a fate.
And we have another Guardian, this time with a Fate.
One.
And we have the Artisan put in play on the Crane side. Interesting, we see a Storyteller there. That's not one that I usually see in Crane deck lists. Or haven't seen for a while. I gave him a try. Didn't really like him too much, but I could see his, he does have some applications. He's not the worst. Sure, there'll be cards that continue to come out in the future that make him better.
Yeah, I'll pass.
So we have a pass from the Crab player, taking an extra Fate there in the Dynasty phase. Lots of Fate on both sides still. Let's see what the Crane player is going to do here, though. I mean, there's not much else on the crab side to play. It's got an Iron Mines that's not usable right now. Favorable ground that, you know, it's just going to sit there until it's needed. And the Keeper, who he could put into play, but it's better if you win your element there and bring him in with his effect and throw a Fate on it. Much more efficient that way.
Still your turn.
Looks like the Crane player is spending all his Fate here, loading up the board.
Okay, draw step. Okay, 3, 4.
So 4 bid on the crab side, 3 bid on the Crane side. So the honor that was passed across the board last turn is passed back now.
Well, I pass draw step action pre-conflict.
So the crab player going first this time. Just think about his pre-conflict actions here. And Way of the Crane on Doji Hutaru has 2 Fate Honor, is about to get honored up and become a 6/9. And now the Crane player has more honored characters on the board, so he's going to be able to use his cancel event. And we have a Skirmisher coming into play. After you play this character, it gains Covert until the end of the phase. Sneaky, sneaky. Only can participate in military, though. But that is fine if you have your clan champ out there on the crab side. Use them together to... yeah, he's going to go all 3 in on a military conflict here. Earth, trying to hit the manicured garden.
Hataro can stay out of it.
And the clan champ, Doji Hutaru, on the other side, gets coverted, so she cannot defend. And he's looking to win that Earth conflict to get that Keeper Initiate into play, as we discussed. Also drawing a card, not too shabby, and discarding a card from your opponent's hand, always great. And the Dyoji, or however you say it, Narishma, is blocking.
I'll burn his ability.
And he's going to reveal... oh, he's going to do his ability to just get canceled by Hida Kasada, so that just burns it. And that's smart play, not using that ability in the Dynasty phase to flip a card face up in the province and saving it to the conflict phase. Smart to just use it as a burned effect. Until you can hopefully win a conflict against a crab player to shut that ability off.
Guardian will give Kasada +4/+4.
So I think we just heard Ryan say he uses Guardian to buff up his clan champ, to give him 4 extra on each skill.
Debate policy.
And policy debate. Oh boy. From the crab player, policy debate after bringing his clan champ up to 6. And I think it just got canceled there. And I think we had a Mirmo's Fury to bow the clan champ.
That's getting old today.
I'm pretty sure. I saw him spend a Fate, but we can't really see his discard pile the way the camera's lined up. It's off the screen there. I didn't see what he plays. So we have a Bonsai attempt here.
Both. The second one, good.
So 2 military skill bump on each of the 2 characters still standing on the crab side.
Nice 60 or 3.
And I think we're 6 on the attack, 3 on defense for military skill here.
I will also Bamba.
Okay.
And we have a double Bonsai on the other side. So I think we're at 6 on the offense, 7 on the defense, I believe. I could be wrong.
Well, you just get every answer this game. Talisman of the Sun.
So 1
7 to 7.
1 Fate spent there to put a Talisman of the Sun. on the Guardian there, and immediately gets let. Oh no, an assassination! Assassination there. Send that talisman to the garbage along with the Guardian.
Oh. Sorry, I'll pitch the
Oh, he's actually going to use Iron Mine to keep him in play.
do that properly.
Interesting choice. So 7-7 now on the offense. Obviously tied. Sorry. What am I saying?
Let go. Talisman.
And there's the let go on the talisman. So cards just flying out of hand here. And a second talisman.
7-7.
Did he pay for it? He may have. I did not see him though.
Pass.
Oh, at least I got the ring. Pass.
So no break, but the Earth Ring claimed.
Discard a card. Discarding that one.
Gets a for shame out of hand on the Earth Ring effect.
To the ring.
And we got the Keeper Initiate coming into play, dropping a fate on him.
All right. Next pre-conflict. Past pre-conflict.
So Lynn's going to read the Talisman of the Sun, which is able to mess with your opponent's plans. You can do an action on it during a conflict in which you are the defending player. Bow this attachment to move the contested ring to another eligible province and reveal it if able.
If you're in the conflict.
That province is now the attacked province.
I will pass pre-conflict.
Yeah, me too.
So I think we're over to the Crane player's first conflict of this phase now.
He had a fate on that I threw away from the assassination.
And we just had a fate put back on the Guardian there. He took it off from the assassination, but he just remembered to put it back on since he wouldn't have left play because of the Iron Mine ability. Are we going to see Hotaru come in here and smash a province? She is honored. Doji Challenger could come in on the first conflict and maybe drag in the Keeper Initiate. You have the Artisan out there to throw some extra political skill to one of those.
Taru. Void ring. Political here.
So Political Void going at Fertile Fields. Looking to double tap that Void Ring to remove those 2 Fate tokens there. Try to clear the board of the Crab player. Are we going to see the Talisman put into effect here and run Hotaru into a different province? Maybe there's a Manicured Garden hiding under there. Or not a Meditations of the Tao, maybe, to remove some fate is what I'm trying to say. Not Manicured Garden, wrong one. He's going to draw a card off Fertile Fields.
I will pass.
Pass on action from the Crane player.
Dishonor.
Crab player using the court games. So that honor is gone.
I will pass.
So 6-0.
That's fine. Pass.
And the the Void Ring gets tapped twice, does remove both fate. Fertile Fields is busted.
What's that?
Not a good defense.
And Keeper Initiate,
You're not supposed to discard against
Crane player says he wants to discard the card. It ends up being the Keeper Initiate. A Keeper player's dream is your opponent saying, yep, discard a card, and it happens to be that. So
Past pre-conflict.
Same.
I'll pass my declaration.
So Crab player is going to pass on his second conflict.
Okay.
And over to the Crane player to decide if he wants to come in and attempt another province. So fire military with the Doji Challenger.
On the wall. If I win as the defender, I can resolve the ring.
Yep.
So we just heard him read out the province there. Defender of the wall, I think it is. So he can claim the ring as if he wins as the defender. I assume the Crane player is looking to re-honor his clan champ using that ring. I don't see him going for a dishonored strategy, I would assume.
I will send no one to defend. My first
So no defenders declared.
Did you lose the honor last when Hotaru was there?
My first action.
And first action, Talisman of the Sun. We're seeing it here. Throwing him down to the bottom province there, which happens to be Meditation on the Tau. Just like I assumed. It's going to try to take the fate off the Doji Challenger, so it is not sticking around for another round.
Also pass.
Not breaking, taking fire.
So it sounds like no province break is going to happen, but may still win the ring.
Yeah, I'll pass. Honor someone or dishonor someone.
Honor Hotaru.
So he is going to honor his clan champ using the ring effect there, of course.
Okay. Final action window. I'll try to put reprieve on Cassandra.
And he's going to use a reprieve to keep his clan champ around. This is what crab players do.
I'll pass.
He uses one charge to get him in play, and here he is sticking around round after round. That's efficient. A lot of cards, though, I guess, spent to do it, but
Late phase action window. Oh, way of the crab.
oh, way of the crab. Oh boy. Oh boy. So use the reprieve to keep it around during the fate phase, and then way of the crab to get rid of Hotaru after all the players are cleared away, or all the characters cleared away.
Okay, regroup.
And now we have an empty board. Oh man.
3 total.
5 fates still on the crab side, 1 fate still on the crane side.
That back. So your favor.
And favor should go to the crane player.
I'll go for military.
And it sounds like Lynn, the crane player, is going to put it on military. Wow.
Okay, and I'll be beginning next turn with 12.
12 fate to 8 for the crane player going into this round here.
So I'd just like to announce that. Okay. Keeping that.
Dangerous.
Oh, wow.
This is dangerous.
Well, you're first.
So the crane player is going first. He realizes that he's got 2 clan champs showing there and a storyteller. Both are big characters, and if he's going to put one out, he could easily get way of the crab tier on the crab player's action. So clan champ with 1 fate.
Okay. Envoy. Yours.
Caillou Envoy.
I'll pass.
Okay.
Doesn't look like a way of the crab's happening. Oh, there it is. There it is. Sorry. There it is. Oh, man. I spoke too soon. Clan champ is gone just like that. Gets a fate, draws a card off the Guardian, leave in play. Or, sorry, the Caillou Envoy, leave in play. Sorry. Yep. Oh, wow. Too heavy way of the crabs. Lynn is signed up for crab school here. He's getting educated. Educated on the crab tactics.
Okay.
And the crab player looks like he's going to spend all his fate except for 1 to start trying to hit back here on an empty board on his opponent's side with a Borderlands Defender, and he has a Crisis Breaker. Sure, he's going to try to grab some fate off some rings here while he can, maybe break a province or 2.
I will pass.
We do see an Iron Mine back there in the provinces, so he can, in case something goes hairy, he can keep a keep a character in play.
Your declaration.
But they both are out of the assassination range since they're both 3-cost characters.
Play anything? Okay, I'll pass as well. I'll go to my first declaration. My first declaration will be Political Earth.
So it sounds like a political Earth coming in here on the province here with the Doji Hotaru.
Just the Borderlands Defender.
Borderlands Defender coming in at 3-3.
Shameful.
Shameful display.
Defender's first action.
All right, we're going to see a character drop into play so we can trigger Shameful.
14.
Okay, I will dishonor her.
And we have court games play to dishonor the Borderlands Defender.
Okay, my action. Fan. Breaking.
And gets an ornate fan placed on her so that
Yeah, court games.
he is within break range.
He needs a courier.
4-0.
Let go.
And we have a let go on the fan.
Court games.
Court games to honor the defender to get rid of that dishonor token.
Breaking once again.
Pass.
I pass.
So Shameful is broken. Earthring is claimed, and we're going to see some keeper initiates come jumping into play again.
Card. Discard a card at random from your hands.
Of course, a card drawn, and a card is going to be discarded here. Let's see what it is. It's a court games.
I'll react now to claiming the ring.
So 2 keeper initiates this time, both getting a fate.
Okay, and then.
That
It was-
flop was so
the
bad.
flop
I knew it. I knew
against
it.
Crab. Against anybody but Crab, that flop was awful. Pre-conflict actions for you.
Pass.
I assume you decline your
Yeah.
declaration. My pre-conflicts. I'll pass pre-conflict actions. Go to straight to declaration. Might as well get 2 fate out of it. Military air. Let's go to the hole. Yeah, let's go to the hole. You can have a fate. Sending everybody.
So all in here on a military air, going at Manicured Garden, trying to get rid of the favorable grounds. And break Manicured Garden.
Defender's first action.
I'll gain a fate.
And Manicured Garden triggered. No defenders declared.
Sorry, I lost an honor. For
Yes. I'll pass.
charge in the story.
So Storyteller coming in on a charge.
So sincerity. What is 2? Okay.
So that's not breaking.
Yep. Bonsai. On Crisis
So
Breaker.
Crisis Breaker's getting a bonsai. And looks like it's a double bonsai.
Okay.
So my 90 or 2 now breaking once again.
9 on the offense, 2 on the defense. Is he going to use favorable grounds to move him out of the conflict? Makes sense.
I pass. Okay.
So there's a break. Lose an honor for no
Take one
defenders.
from you as well for the air ring.
Did you want to discard?
Yes, you're a seeker, right?
And he takes an honor with the ring.
Okay. Then you lost 1 more, right?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
So the Crane player down to 4 honor now. And now has 2 provinces broken. 1 province broken on the crab side, 1 revealed.
Yeah, I'll pass. So we're just going straight to fate phase.
Did you have any action?
Yeah, no. I just got confused myself there for a second. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right.
So I had 2, so it's a tie. So
It was tied, yeah.
So tie on Glory for the favor, so the favor stays on military on the Crane side.
I will keep the Iron Mine. Going into this phase with 10.
same.
So 10 fate on both players' side going into the next round. But the crab player has quite the board of characters so far.
Okay.
We'll see if the Crane player can make it back into this game after this two-way of the crabs. Oh.
Small guys, and I guess the small guys for me too.
So we see a guest of honor make an appearance on the Crane side. And a bunch of weenies, basically. 2 savvy politicians there and a Doji Whisperer on the other side. We have a shrewd Yasuki. And another envoy. Two little chuds.
Two. Shrujisuki. Fate. Draw.
So still, what is it, 7 fate there on the crab side. Not spent. Crane player spends all of his fate trying to come back in this, but it's not looking good here on the boards. And with some clever card play, we can see the Crane player get back into this.
Step action. I'll pitch the storehouse draw card.
He's going to have to try his best to prevent the crab player from smashing on the province here, that's for sure.
Okay. Into pre-conflicts. My first pre-conflict action. Spyglass on Crisis Breaker.
So we got a Spyglass marshaled in there on the Crisis Breaker. Not marshaled, sorry, just played on the Crisis Breaker, looking to draw some cards from him moving into a conflict.
I'll go to a Declaration of Conflict.
I just want to give a shout out to Ryan's very clean communication methods while he plays. I played against him in my first tournament, and played him against him at this tournament, and he was very helpful to me in both games. Like me learning this game, he was a very great opponent, very kind to new players. As you hear him here, reminding his players of action windows, what's possible, making sure everything gets done. Maybe some stuff gets out of order, but he tries his best to make sure everything happens very structured and orderly. A great teacher, a great opponent. So I just want to give a shout out to Ryan for that.
All right, Spyglass, I got one use out of you. So it's 3, 4, only 5 military.
So looks like 5 military coming in on Void. Hitting Frostbitten Crossing.
With the savvy.
Savvy Politician coming in on the defense for 1. Still within breaking distance here.
Spyglass.
And Spyglass gets discarded using Frostbitten Crossing's ability.
So it's currently
And I think Frostbitten Crossing is an air, so it should have got the fate off revealing that. Pretty sure. But I'm not one to talk since I forget it all the time. Assassination on the Savvy Politician. Looks like the Crane player may go down to 2 honor here. Dangerously low. And it's going to have a 3rd province smash, so not looking good.
I'll pass this one. Yes, please. I'll remove the fate from the guest of honor.
And Guest of Honor goes down to 1 fate on it from the ring effect.
Pre-conflicts.
Looks like the honor wasn't lost for no defenders. Hopefully they catch that.
So we got defend the wall, meditations, and unknown.
So over to the Crane player for his conflicts. Crab player now can go after the stronghold of the Crane player.
Dishonor to defend the wall.
So Guest of Honor coming in at defend the wall, trying to get rid of that Iron Mine. And it's political water. May have done that just to grab the 2 fates, not necessarily to bow down that Keeper Initiate. And he's got no characters ready on his side right now, so.
They'll both defend.
So 2 defenders actually.
Give them both +1/+1.
And they both get the bump off the Crab Stronghold.
7.
7 on the defense, 4 on the offense. And if he wins, he can use Defend the Wall to trigger that ring effect and ready one of his characters. Or bow down that little Doji Whisperer.
14 on the Guest of Honor.
And Guest of Honor gets the court games. We're not going to see any events played from the Crab player,
So you gain 1, so it's still my 7.
since the Guest of Honor is in the conflict.
Shrewd Yasuki. I'll look at my top 2, put 1 in my hand. There's a holding in play.
So the Shrew Yasuki's ability being triggered there. He's going to pick 1 card, put the other one on the bottom of the deck. Five on the defense right now, 7 on the offense. Or sorry, 7 on the defense. Sorry, 7 on the defense on the Crab side. 5 on the attack for the Crane player.
For shame the Shrewd Yasuki.
And a 4 shame over on the Shrewd Yasuki. Looking to either dishonor or bow.
I'll choose to dishonor it.
And we got the dishonored.
1. So I'll drop to 6.
6 on the defense, 5 on the offense.
The mountain does not fall on the Borderlands Defender.
Oh man, Mountain does not fall. So Borderland Defender's going to stick around too after defending. Not gonna bow as resolution of the conflict. But it looks like actually Mountain does not fall could not be played. Guest of Honor's out there, but I think it was just canceled.
Guest of Honor. Actually, you can't.
Yeah, and they just catch it. Guest of Honor does block. The Mountain does not fall.
Guest of Honor.
Oh!
Yeah.
Want to rewind
So they are going to rewind it
No,
here.
it's okay.
So how do you want to deal with it?
From now on. So no action. I missed it, so
I mean, does
was
it
just
go
that
back to
one
my
time.
hand, or is it stay played?
it's played. So I also wasted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're okay then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So interestingly, the Crane player says leave it as is, and he cancels the event.
Yeah, we're great for that camera.
So they're both. He,
Alright, but the
he
policy-
doesn't want to roll back.
Yeah, that's for sure happening. So you're fine.
And policy debate on the Crane side.
5 to 1. Dishonor.
Yeah, I have 3 political in this jungle.
Oh.
Right? So it's 5 to 2.
So 5 political on the offense, 3 on the defense against that Shrewd Yasuki, who did get buffed from the stronghold here in the policy debate. Crane player is going to win it. 1 honor transfers, so the Crane player should be down to 1 honor right now, but he's only at 2 since they forgot that unopposed earlier. And the Crane player laughing as he's looking through the Crab player's hand. Probably knows he's in trouble. I think there's another way of the Crab there on the top. Yeah, it looks like it is. Oh man. And he realizes He realizes he's in trouble with that guest of honor that's going to be sticking around, and he does take away the crab, of course.
The Yasuki got me that. It wasn't actually in my
Oh,
hand.
he just got it off the Shrewd Yasuki draw there.
Pass. Still up by 1.
That is interesting. Looks like he's going to use the Crane Stronghold now to bow somebody. And he's going to bow the Shrewd Yasuki.
I just lost 2, so you're now up. I still pass. Alright.
So no winning on the defense. The Crane player actually does win it. Water Ring.
The only one.
Nobody to bow. Oh yeah, he can bow the Keeper Initiate. Didn't break though, of course.
What dishonor?
It's water.
Oh. I'll bow him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so bow on the Keeper Initiate, of course, with the Water Ring.
Pre-conflicts. My second declaration. Pass.
So he can screen it.
And I may have to mute the players at this moment. There's some music playing in the background at the store.
Then he straightens.
Don't want to get in trouble on YouTube, so you may hear it go quiet for the players.
He himself
through
is
this
a
point.
You will count 1 military if you attack. Crisis Breaker's pretty good.
So military Earth coming in here from the Crane player on the Meditation of the Tau. With 0 skill.
The breaker will run in. Might as well not leave it undefended. I am counting 3 to your 1.
Oh, it's 1 skill with the favor. Okay, I was going to say, how did he use the Crisis Breaker to move in there? But it is 1 to nothing. But the Crisis Breaker is able to, during a military conflict, if your opponent counts more current military skill than you, choose a Berserker character you control, ready that character, and move it to the conflict, which he just did.
Admit defeat.
And admit defeat played, of course, to bow the Crisis Breaker since he's defending alone.
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
So some card draw happening here. Card discard, of course, off the Earth Ring. Grabs an assassination out of the hand of the crab player.
Alright, final action window.
No action.
No actions either. Move to fate phase. I gain a fate and draw a card.
So interestingly, the Crane player seems to keep the favor, even though he's feels like he's losing the game hard. He's always kept the favor on his side of the board. Very interesting.
Fate here. Okay, move to regroup phase.
So stays on military.
Yep.
Okay.
Need the Iron Blood anymore. Okay, going into this round with 14 fate.
14 fade on the crab side. Wow. Let's see what he flips up in his provinces. Is he going to get some bomb characters here? Maybe a bunch of medium weight characters he can play out. Oh, double clan champ. He's going for the stronghold for sure.
Actually, that's
Not looking good. We'll see what's on the other side. Looks like a scout, doji representative, another artisan, and it looks like an artisan academy. So the representative put into play with a fade on it, on the Crane side. And Hida Casada is back, this time paid for full price.
Let me just decide.
And he's going to put 2 fade on him.
Pass.
And he passes and takes a fade on the crab side. Does not use the other copy of Hida Casada to put a fade on. Which is interesting.
Oh, also pass.
Okay. Draw step.
So they both bid 1. No honor changed. Only drawn a card each, of course.
Draw step actions.
Pass.
I'll draw another card.
And Imperial Storehouse pop to draw a card on the crab side.
Pre-conflict actions.
Pass.
Spyglass on the defender.
So a Spyglass played in on the Borderlands Defender. Ryan, the crab player, had no problem keeping his hand loaded with cards.
Rebuild. Okay.
So it looks like he's using Rebuild through Hida Casada back into the deck to get a favorable ground out there. Almost grabbed an Iron Mine, but chose a favorable ground instead. Back out of his discard pile and thrown onto that province. Very interesting play here.
Meditations.
And we have a political fire coming in with the guest of honor on Meditations.
4. No, 5.
With honor, right?
5 on the attack. Do we have another Mountains Does Not Fall in hand? I don't know. I think he's played 2 of them so far.
Dig 2 cards.
And he's digging. Digging using the Shrewd Yasuki's ability.
It's currently my 1 political to your 5. You're still breaking.
I will pass.
Yeah,
It's like 1 on the defense. It's breaking, so it's not unopposed.
discard the card.
Yes.
Yes.
And we got the discard, a Steadfast Witch Hunter, I believe it's called.
Sure.
And Meditation's broken. So the Crane player's got 2 provinces now broken on the crab side, 3 broken on his own side.
You have a pre-conflict action.
Noble sacrifice.
Noble Sacrifice played to get rid of the clan champ on the crab side using the Honored Guest of Honor. All right. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Crane player is not out of this yet. He's got to defend his stronghold. That's the problem here.
Conflict as well? No.
What's that?
I missed the opportunity again.
Oh. Let's go for the stronghold.
So we have another skirmisher jumping in here, getting covert. We have the Academy flipping over and admit defeat. Or no, is that... Yeah, I think it's an admit defeat. So the Crane player is able to play that event from the top of his deck like it's in his hand during this phase.
Pass pre-conflict. You got anything else? Then I will declare an air military.
So air military on the stronghold using the skirmisher and the Borderlands defender.
And I will say the cautious scout can.
Cautious scout cannot defend. He's been coverted. Spyglass
You got a military left.
should trigger here,
Yeah, the representative.
I believe.
Entrenched.
It's an entrenched position. So 12 needed for the break. Spyglass to draw a card there.
I currently count 4 military.
Oh, looks like he coverted the Doji representative after all. He said cautious scout originally, but changed his mind. 4 on the offense, 3 on the defense, using the favor there with the cautious scout.
I will pass.
So I don't think we're going to get a break this turn. But now the crab player knows what he needs to do. He needs to either bring tons more military, which he's about to lose pretty much all of his characters on the board here, unless he's got a reprieve. Or come in on political and hope that the Crane player doesn't draw into anything to help him on the political defense. But he does have the representative out there that could help. That still has a fate on it.
I'll take an honor from you. Your pre-conflict.
And an honor stolen using the air ring, so the Crane player down to 2.
Stand the Borderlands defender. We've got you.
Gaijin Customs. Of course, he's playing that bannering into, or splashing, sorry, in this game into Unicorn.
You have no honored guys. I thought it was going to be a censure coming.
So he's going to try to cancel, but doesn't have any honored characters. He doesn't have censure, but he does have the favor. So that's what they thought was going to happen there. But he attempted the Crane to keep forgetting what it's called, but the Crane cancel card. So Doji representative coming in political water.
You've already done political.
Yeah, military.
Actually, military. He's already done politically. Yep. Coming in on shameful.
Borderlands defender will.
And Borderlands defender coming in on the defense.
My first action will be to activate shameful.
And shameful display. Going to honor the Borderlands defender and dishonor the Doji representative.
Okay, my 4 military to your 0.
One.
So I keep forgetting the favor. So
Yeah. Admit defeat. Oh, I can't bow.
yeah, you can't bow her.
Okay, I'll go home.
So mid defeat was attempted on the Borderlands defender there, but her text says while this character is defending opponents, card effects cannot bow or move it. So it sticks around.
Mountain does not fall.
There's another mountain does not fall on the Borderlands defender. This is not good.
I will pass.
Pass as well.
So looks like the ring is 1 on defense.
Pre-conflicts. Do you have any pre-conflicts?
No.
No? Okay. I will declare a political. Earth. Back to your stronghold.
So now a political on the stronghold using Earth.
Conflicts, I'll just send
And Crisis Breaker and Borderlands defender are coming in.
6.
6 on the offense. And the representative blocking for 1.
Defender's first action.
7 needed to break. And it's going to use the Crane Stronghold to bow the Crisis Breaker.
5 to 1. I pass.
Also pass.
Earth ring. I'll draw a card.
So this Earth Ring playing a role here. Voice of Honor, that's what the cancel card is. Grabs it on the ring effect. And Keeper Initiates coming into play. Just like that.
Okay, last action window.
No action.
Rebuild.
So we're rebuilding here to get an Iron Mine back, I assume, before the Fate phase in the action window in the Dynasty, or the Conflict phase. Try to keep a character around. Yep, there's an Iron Mine. Just going to try to keep that Borderlands Defender around, I would assume. Oh, Reprieve on the Borderlands Defender.
Okay, go to Fate phase. The Iron Mine and the Reprieve will go away.
So Reprieve and Iron Mine used to keep, I think, the Crisis Breaker and the Borderlands Defender in play. And those Keeper Initiates will stick around, of course, losing the Fate.
Oh, Favor. I have 6 total.
And the Favor switching sides here. He's going to leave it on military, so it looks like he's going for the 12 military needed to break. I think that's his best bet.
Yep. Regroup.
Especially since the Crane Stronghold can just bow his low political characters. Now let's see what they flip up here.
Okay. Going to 11 Fate.
11 Fate on the Crab side. Looks like 9 on the Crane side.
Alright.
See another Steadfast Witch Hunter, a Crisis Breaker. Hida Kazada is back. And another Borderlands Defender. On the other side, only a Cautious Scout and a Brash Samurai. They are military characters in the Crane deck. They are pretty weak, though, on the military. It's not looking good. And the Crab player is first with the favor on military. I'm sure he's just going to play as much as he can here and use what he needs to get all the military he can in and smash that stronghold.
I think it's pretty good.
And I think Lin there, yeah, he realizes it. It's over. We got to concede. He knows. And yeah, they mentioned it. The way of the crabs. Those were huge. So thanks to both players for playing on camera. Thanks everyone for watching. We got more Legend of the Five Rings coming up. If you're interested in Game of Thrones, we got those videos popping up on the channel recently. And we're also playing through a Gloomhaven campaign and posted a bunch of other board game playthroughs. So if you're interested in that stuff, stick around to Rob's Gaming Table. Make sure you subscribe. See you in the next video.